Welcome to Big Brander Podcast. My name is Dana Ohana, and this is the place where you're going to learn more about brand building and social media. And today I want to focus about the weaknesses and the strengths that you have. And the reason for that is because you are the brand. You are the business. You are the person behind it. Whatever you learn about yourself, gonna really help you to grow your business. Gonna really help you to learn to share your story and connect with your audience. By knowing what are your strengths, okay, you will know what you want to highlight. You will know how you can actually do different type of collaboration. You will know what you want to empower. You will also going to know what to put in your brand promise, which is what are you promising to your audience that you're going to deliver with the help of your product or service. So if I know that I'm very strong in connecting with people. So I know I can work with people. I know I can maybe do different collaborations. I know I can maybe do different workshops and stuff because I know that I have this. As well, like I can say, I have patience. If I have patience, I can do different things with this. If, for example, I can say that I'm good with, like I'm a perfectionist. A perfectionist, for example, can be strength, but it can also be a type of a weakness. And I prefer, instead of using the term weakness, I prefer to say something that I'm less strong in, okay? So don't really put it down. Try to not use negative words. So really use it the other way around and say something that you're not strong enough. But also, so as I said, for example, perfectionism is like, you can say that it's something that I'm very good with and helping me because I pay attention to the small details. But on the other hand, it's not something that really helps me too much because it delays me. It gets me to procrastinate. It gets me to maybe think too much about certain things and not execute anything of my projects. Okay? And by knowing those type of things, you're also going to know what you want to highlight. Okay, that you want to make sure that it's part of your brand promise. So, for example, if I'm very good with timing, I can say that my product will be delivered in the upcoming 1 hour or whatever it is. But if I procrastinate, which is something that I'm lacking of, like it's my weakness, let's call it like this, I know that I cannot promise that I'm going to deliver certain things in a certain amount of time, because I tend to procrastinate, okay? But by knowing what you're not so good with, it gives you two options. The one option is for you to actually say, okay, I'm not so good with this. What can I do to amend this? What can I do to actually change it and maybe shift it from being a weakness to something I'm not so good with, to something I'm okay with, or to something I'm actually good with this? Okay, that can be the one option. The other option is once you know you're not good at something, you can say, okay, I'm not good with numbers. Okay, that's definitely something that you can call it weakness, or you can call it something you're not strong at. If I'm not doing this, okay, I can outsource it. I can give to someone else to do it. If I'm not good with communicating with people, I can bring a virtual assistant or something like this that will do that certain type of communication for me. Okay, so it's very important to know this, because one of the things you need to remember is that you basically can outsource everything in life except for your health and your brain. And that is why it's very important to understand what you're good with and what you're not so good with, what you're strong with and what not so much. And then you can say, okay, there's certain stuff that I'm not good with, so I'm going to outsource, I'm going to work on. That's part of the fact that you cannot outsource your brand. That's the part where you say, okay, I'm going to develop certain things in myself. I'm going to invest in myself, and I'm going to help myself to grow. Okay. And also from your health side, maybe you're not feeling so well, and that can have a big impact on your business because you're not working on certain days. You are out of doing certain things. So if you're working on investing in this, it's also going to help you eventually to help it to become something that you may be getting better in. So it's basically doing a SWOT analysis, which is something that I mentioned in one of my previous episodes. And I would really recommend for you to do it, because it's also going to help you with, as I said, with your brand promise. It's going to help you to learn what you can outsource, what you can improve, and basically through that, you're going to be able to invest in your business. Okay, you're going to be able to use it to grow. And on the same time, it's going to really help you to define your key message, which is actually also part of the brand promise. Okay, because once you know what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses, you know what is the problem that you want to focus on and how you overcome it with the help of what type of strengths, what type of things that you're not so strong at, were holding you back, and how you overcome them. And that is something you can use eventually to share with your audience, which is super important in general, to share your story. I do have an episode about storytelling, which I recommend you to listen. So share your story, share what you're good at, share what you're not so good with, share what you want to improve, share what are you improving, how are you improving. Put it out there, because remember that people buy from people, and people buy from people that have a connection. If I've got a connection with you, I'm going to start to build a relationship with you. If I'm building a relationship with you, it means I'm going to start trusting you at a certain point. If I trust you, I'm going to be loyal to you, loyal to your brand, and your best brand ambassador, that's what you want to do, because that's what's going to help you to grow your brand, grow your business, and have a strong online brand, and in general, a strong brand. So don't be afraid to share with your audience your weaknesses and strengths, okay? Use it for this part as well, but also use it for your self-growth, okay? You want to grow, because when you grow as a person, your brand is also growing, because as I said in the beginning, you are the brand. So focus on that. Focus on how am I growing, because every change you're going to do, everything you're not so good at that you're going to start fixing and shifting it to a place that it's something you're good at, it's going to help you in the process and in the journey of growing as an entrepreneur, as growing as a business owner, as growing as even like in your relationship with everything, with clients, with at home and things like that. So write it down and remember, you really want to know and to get to know yourself more. Once you know yourself more, you can actually be more authentic as well. And by being more authentic, you can have a better connection with your audience. So focus on that. So write down to yourself, what are your strengths and what are the things that you're not so strong at, or things that are holding you back. And you can call it weaknesses, you can say holding it back, you use the term. Okay, but try to find a more positive term that's going to help you to look at this as something that like, I can actually make a change. And not something like, oh my God, it's my weakness, there is no way I can overcome it. But if I say it's something that's holding me back, for example, I can say, okay, I can try to find something that's going to help me to overcome it. So write it down to yourself, put it down. You're more than welcome to share with friends, family, your partner, and put it out there. And remember, what you're not good with, you can always try to either outsource it or try to overcome it and actually move it from being something you're not so good to something that you maybe can be even super good at. So good luck by doing this. And I would love to hear your feedback. If there are any other topic, feel free to let me know here in the comments or reach out to Be Consulting. If you want to share what you've done and what's the outcome, please feel free to reach out. And hope to get to know you more on my other episodes as well.